if I get changed, like into shorts or whatever, I'm done for the night.
Yeah.
You couldn't. A house fire wouldn't get me out. I'm not leaving.
He's just sitting on his couch, torched.
It's just not having it, bro. Like, this is it. This is how it ends.
When the world feels heavy, like it's all gone wrong, Cam brings the laughter, keeps us rolling along. David's in the corner, sipping soda with a grin. Dustin's got the stories, let the chaos begin. Take a breath, we're here to unwind. Even when it's crazy, it's a good time. Calm down, it's fine, take it step by step. We're sitting on the couch, laughing with the missteps. Cam, David, and Dustin, guiding our ride. Embrace the absurd, let the good vibes collide.
So here we are.
You're here. Welcome.
We are right here in these couches.
To the Down Calm Fine.
Down Calm Fine cast.
Dude,
Down Fine Comments.
Pod.
I
Have a story to
have
tell.
been holding on to a story.
Oh, I forgot about this. I want to hear it
I've
so
been
badly.
holding on to the
But
story.
you're going to wait till the end of the episode?
Yes.
All right.
What?
You all skip to the end. People just skip to the end. And we're going to do it right now.
So, week ago, 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, Eric and I went snowboarding. Last day on the mountain because it's getting warm. Spring is here. So we were like, dude, Eric bought a board, like his own board and stuff. So he's like, I gotta take
2x4, 2x6, 2x8,
Bro, it's
2x12.
It's big.
It's a joke. It's like he bought a board like.
Well, here's the
at
thing.
Home Depot. Like,
Well, here's the thing is, if you go online and look at board sizes, and you go to like recommended, like the recommended size of a board for a person's height and weight, Eric is just too big to snowboard.
it's like what he's 6
Like if-
foot and
so
he's
that-
320.
So they don't
He's
give him
6'2".
they don't give him a snowboard. They give him a snow plank. So it's a
6'2",
big
he's
old
gotta
sheet
be
of
a
plywood.
solid 300.
He's 6'2".
280.
He's
450.
is close to 280. I'm not sure exactly, but but if
Let's
you go
call
to,
him
like,
right
the
now and tell the whole world what he weighs.
if you go to like the recommended stuff, he's like, the recommended height stops at like 6 foot, and then the recommended weight stops at like 220.
So you can't snowboard if you're over 6 foot.
I mean, he pulls it off.
So like I'm 6'3", so they would say nah.
No, you can pull it off. You just have to. You basically
have to squat.
have to find when you do your recommended like size for.
It's like, it'd be better if you weren't that.
It kind of gives you a
Like
range.
basketball, if you're under 6'3", there's like, it'd be better if you were like 6'5", though.
Yeah. So he went to a brand that
It's like a quarterback. I mean, 5'5" is fine, but it'd be better if you were 6.
he got a snowboard from a brand that like makes boards for bigger guys. So, but he bought a board and he was like, "Dude, we need to go."
You know that brand doesn't exist just for the 6'2", 280 in shape guys.
Yeah,
It's
Eric,
it's
and then
the Michelin man's coming down.
Yeah.
The Doughboys snowboarding. Is that a snowman coming down the hill?
Well, to be fair, I don't think a lot of bodybuilders get into snowboarding. So
No.
No.
And Eric
They would
has
go
that
down
build.
too fast because of all
That's
the
what
oil.
I'm saying like no shot on Eric. I don't think that oversized snowboard company is making them for bodybuilders.
for Eric. Yeah,
They're making
You
them
guys
for
going to
the-
Snow Big and Tall? That's where I get all
Snow
my.
XL.
the name of the board, the company that makes it is called Ride.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the board is the Super Pig.
No, the name of the company. what if
Super Pig. I'm dead serious.
What if they named the company like something like just like super humiliating? Like, this is the Super Pig?
Super
Pig. Bye. Please go to a gym.
Well, Eric's problem is that he spent too much time in the gym.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
So anyway, Eric buys his board. He's like, we gotta go. We gotta hit the mountain at least one time before the season ends.
How
'cause I
big
got
was
my
it?
new stuff.
Sorry.
His
wanna
board,
know.
his
Yeah.
board size. Well, he got a. So the company that
I'm
makes
trying
it
to picture it.
has they have a quote unquote technology, I think is the word that they put into the board, where they shift it.
It's
Okay.
literally a 2x12.
So
Pressure treated.
the way that it's built is it's 158 centimeters long, and then it's a wide. It's
Means
like a
nothing to me.
right.
Yeah.
You could
it's
tell
a wide.
me it's
That's in Canada. That would be like a baby moose. That's,
So, and then it's wide. So it's shifted to ride, even though it's the size of a board.
dude, this thing is huge,
Yeah.
centimeters.
bro. All right, continue.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
So,
Let me see it.
so he got the super big.
Look at that.
It's a big board.
Compared to that man,
That's cool.
So,
it's like right on a dragon wing.
so it comes in the mail on Monday. He goes, "We're going Saturday." It's like, all right, let's go Saturday.
You could fit both of me and you and Dustin on that.
So we go snowboarding
is
Saturday, and we're
terrible.
having a good time.
Yeah.
Like the snow.
Sorry,
was,
we just deviated from your awesome story. Like,
I'm listening.
Way
I'm
too
listening.
much.
Sorry.
It's
I'm listening.
sorry, because I haven't gotten to the cool part yet.
Okay,
so
good.
we can deviate. If we're gonna deviate, that's the time to
All
do
right.
it. Is laughing at Eric's
No more
eyes.
black diamonds on deviation.
So we're snowboarding. The snow is soft. It's like I said, it's warm. So certain parts of the mountain, the trails are like kind of shut down, or half the trails shut down because the snow is melting away. So we're going down the mountain. I go, Eric, I said, we're ready. We're hitting the Black Diamond. And he was like, I don't know. I go, nah, we're doing it.
Now we're
We're doing it. So
wanna-
he's like, he goes, all right, fine, we'll do it. So we're looking at the map to find out which trail we're going to go down. I was like, there's a Black Diamond over here. It looks like the easiest one. Let's go hit this one. So we're going down the Black Diamond, and the first half was like pretty solid. Like we were like, okay, this isn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. And then we hit these things called moguls, which are like these just hard bumps. It's just like, and I didn't know that they were coming. So we're going down this mountain, and then all of a sudden, like, I feel like I feel like I'm getting taken out at the knees. I was like, whoa! Like,
So you didn't even see them? They just were like, they went with the terrain sort of, so you didn't really know what was happening? Or
yeah, they just came up really fast. Like I was just like, oh no. So we fall down. One fall on a Black Diamond. I was like, all right, this is going better than I thought it was going to be. Right? The story gets cool. I promise you the
I
story's
know.
getting
I
cool.
know. I'm waiting for it.
Eric gets up. Well, actually, we both try to get up, and Eric pushes me down so that he can get up. And I was like, you jerk. So Eric gets up, and he starts going slow down the mountain. And all of a sudden, 6 dudes on snowboards. I mean, just
Looking at
full tilt, just. And I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. Like, those guys are pretty cool. Right? All right, you guys, I'm going to be like you when I grow up. So I flip over and I look up the mountain to make sure that nobody else is coming so that I can get up and I can go down the mountain. When I look up the mountain, and this is not an exaggeration, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Not an exaggeration. Not an exaggeration. I look up the mountain, and around this bend is a part of the mountain trail called the Chute, where it's like super steep.
you didn't see Shaun White, did you?
150 dudes just come. Like it was terrifying. Bro, I felt like Mufasa in The Lion King when the wildebeests are running.
yes.
So 150 dudes just come, I mean, barreling around this bend. And I was like, if I don't move, I might die. So I just get up and I start going as fast as I can. I'm just like full send. Like I have to get out of the way.
On the snowboard?
Yep. Honestly, I'm like trying to go
where's
as
Eric
fast as I
tweeting
can
all
go.
this?
Huh?
Where's Eric and all this?
He's a little bit down the mountain,
Okay,
but like
okay.
they're gaining on him fast.
Yep.
Right? So I'm like, oh no. So I'm going. I'm in the middle of this of like 150 people. I'm going as fast as I can. People are whizzing by me. People are falling down next to me. If you fall, you're taking out 30 people. Like it was that many people going down the mountain. And I was like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And I'm just going as fast as I can, sending it. This guy he like boards up next to me, and he's got like he's holding this big blue flag, right? And the blue flag says, ride for Jake or something like that, right? So I see the guy with the flag, and I was like, all right, I don't know what that means. Okay.
Yeah.
Go Jake, right?
Jake.
And he rides next to me for like a couple seconds, and then he goes down. He gets down by Eric. He passes Eric. Whatever. We get down to the bottom of the mountain, and I'm like, Eric, I am so sorry. I talked you into doing the Black Diamond, and I didn't even know 150 people were at the mountain today, let alone all going down this trail at the same time as us. Eric goes, yeah, that was pretty crazy. Did you see the guy with the blue flag? And I go, yeah. He snowboarded right next to me, and then he went down the mountain. And he goes, no. Did you see who was holding the flag? And I was like, no. So I look over, and 30 feet from me and Eric is Zeb Powell, who is the Shaun White of today's generation in snowboarding. He was just in the X Games. They call him the most creative man on a snowboard. He's literally, like, if you go to people who don't know anything about snowboarding and you said name 3 snowboarders, they would say Shaun White, because everybody knows Shaun White, and the majority of people would say Zeb Powell, because he's like the snowboard guy. And I was like, did we just go down a Black Diamond?
With
Zeb Powell?
That's amazing.
With Zeb
That
Powell?
is so cool,
So
dude.
immediately, I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. A few minutes later, my mom calls me because we were out of town. So I asked her to like go and let the dogs out.
He's a black dude.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
From North Carolina. And he was just in Pennsylvania snowboarding the same time as us.
That's amazing.
So my mom calls because I was asking her to let the dogs out and stuff because I was out of town. Nikki
You
was
let the
at work.
dogs out?
So my mom calls me and I go, Mom, you're not going to believe what just happened. She goes, what? So I tell her that story. And I go, you don't know who Zeb Powell is? And she's like, I don't. I said, imagine this. Imagine I went to a park and I was just playing basketball. Me and Eric, we were just shooting around. And then LeBron James showed up. It was like, you guys mind if I shoot around?
Right.
I was like, that's the equivalent of what just happened. And she was like, that's pretty cool. And I was like, that's
amazing.
wild. Wow. So I may have peaked it for coolest story to happen.
No, I'm not being smart. Are you exaggerating a tad when you say 150?
No.
So how did they all get up there?
So what happened was, because me and Eric, like,
Did you,
we're trying to figure out what happened.
To the guy afterwards?
No, he was surrounded by so many people. We thought about going up the ski lift.
Say, hey, I was that guy on the ground that you saw.
Well, that was the thing. I was like, I told Eric, I was like, I'm so glad we didn't fall in front of Zeb Powell.
But you only fell once, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was before they all started coming out.
That's like,
What,
you're
were you caught
basically
up?
at limit grade now.
Yeah, so you should feel pretty confident on that thing now. You can do it by yourself or with 150 people when you did it.
If you ever want to feel confident on that, just bring me with you. I promise you, you will feel a lot better.
Me and Eric looked into it because we were like,
get up, weak baby deer legs.
We were like trying to figure out why what happened. And apparently,
Jake,
the Ride for Jake thing, Zeb Powell was doing runs. Mm-hmm. And while he was there, like, he also signed like some.
I figured out who Jake was, by the way.
Oh, you did?
I did.
All right. When I finish, I need you to tell me. Apparently,
you figured it out and you weren't even there. Hold up.
So what they
look it up.
So what they did is they got. I guess he was doing a thing where he was like, I'm gonna sign some autographs, take some pictures, then we're gonna go up and we're all gonna go down the same trail. I'm gonna have the flag,
hurt people,
Ride for Jake, and it's just gonna be like a thing, and then. I think he did it at a couple of different mountains. Yeah. So what they did is they just got...
Is this Black Mountain?
This is Blue Mountain.
Yeah, right.
So they went... So what it was is everybody who was involved, like everybody who was within earshot, he was like, this is what we're going to do. They all went up. They waited till everybody got up there. And then I imagine... because they were shooting...
How did you not see them, though?
So
like when you said, all right, let's go, Eric, you took off down the hill. How was there so many people that you didn't see?
So there's 2 sides of the mountain. they were all on. If you're looking at the mountain, they were all on the right side. They went up the ski lift, and they were all waiting at the top of the mountain. Me and Eric went up the left side because that's where like the blue trails and stuff that we like were. And then I said, well, let's hit this black one. We just have to go across the mountain to go down. So we went up the left side, crossed the mountain. We're going down the black. And when we got halfway down the black, that's when, I guess, because they were doing a video. There were a bunch of camera guys and stuff. And they were doing the video. And he's like, all right, let's go. And then everybody takes off down the thing. Next thing I know, I'm snowboarding trying to not die. There's a guy with like a camera in my face. I'm like, "Ah!" Like, yeah, dude, it was...
So somewhere you're on there.
Well, I think Eric said he went on Facebook to see if he could find... I think he went on, to see if he could find the video or something like that. But
Yeah,
he
look,
said he didn't
here's
see
the
us.
Instagram video right here.
Yeah,
How
he
about
said...
X ride for Jake Day to Blue Mountain Parks?
So who is
He's
Jake?
gonna be on there.
Okay, so Jake Burton Carpenter. He is considered the father of snowboarding. He invented the modern snowboard. He also
Burton
yes,
Snowboards. It's
yes,
like the most
yes,
popular brand.
exactly,
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like he died in 2019. So it's
Why
like
are
a
they still
commemorative
riding
thing.
for him?
They're trying to find him.
Or if he's he's in the snow somewhere.
So that's what that was.
Sasquatch got him.
Like,
That's why.
We don't ride around just for.
Yeah, and so
I imagine it's some kind of like a yearly annual thing because he's the
Yes.
father of snowboarding.
So that's what this says.
So we don't, once a year.
Jake
on 4th of
Burton
July, run around
Carpenter, April 29th,
with
19...
a Ride for George.
American
I will.
snowboarder, founder of Burton Snowboards, and one of the inventors of the modern day snowboard. So he's considered the father of snowboarding.
I feel like there should be like there's a kid in the hospital with cancer.
That's
who
what I
can't-
thought it was.
Well, it's like a rich founder of a company. It's like, hey, remember the hammer that we all like? Yeah, well, the guy who invented. Let's have a ride for Hammer, the hammer creator.
I thought it was
I would
for, like, some
donate money
kinda-
to Milwaukee before I did to a
It's
dying
like,
child.
Shouldn't we all be doing a ride for Gerald for the guy who created the car?
Henry Ford.
Was it he created the car, or was it just?
Well,
Ford?
he made the car accessible to
Who
like
created
everyday
the car?
people.
How about Thomas Edison? How about every year we do a ride for Thomas Edison?
Or Nikola Tesla.
Yeah,
Even better.
I'm sorry.
Let's do it.
The ride, that flag is sort of weak. It seems like a lot of causes that would actually like tug at the heartstrings.
Yeah, so I thought it was his like maybe a friend of his who had passed away or something like that. But yeah, that's my
That is
cool
an
story.
amazing story.
Zeb Powell just got to.
That's
I
cool.
wish I
That's
knew who
so-
he was before.
when I was
Yeah.
telling the
'Cause
story.
I knew it was going to be something like that, but
Yeah,
that,
look,
name,
he's sponsored by Red Bull, it looks like.
that name
Yeah.
didn't mean anything to me, and I apologize. But
No, it's okay because it's
I know how cool that is. Like amazing. That's like you're at a baseball park, just hitting, doing some batting practice, and Derek Jeter walks up
Yeah, no,
yeah.
he does. He
I mean,
does
it's,
really
it's
well.
basically the equivalent.
and
Is
pitches to you.
just that like you're just
How
living your
close
life
were
and
you
then
to him from here
Yeah.
to him.
he was probably from me to like the basketball.
That's cool.
The basketball thing.
pretty
And he
cool.
was like I said, I was so focused on not falling.
That's crazy. You were
That
like
I-
literally right like next
Should
to
have
him.
crashed into him.
That
That-
I'd definitely be in the video.
You would have been.
100% would
You
have
would
been.
be in the news.
What
you'd
if
be
on
everywhere.
Instagram there is
Oh,
a video
no.
of you just look at the herd and they all look like strong, like you see a herd of elk or what, it's like really good, like man they're all, and then like a scraggly elk, like it's like in the video everyone's just confidently riding and you have David like you have
Yeah.
this one guy in the background going
a bunch of like healthy dogs and courage. The cowardly dog is in the middle.
Here's the thing, there were people who did fall, so I was like, dude, at least I'm not that guy.
That's amazing.
But I was so focused on not falling that like when I saw him come up,
There's
I saw
no
the flag,
way
but
I
I
could
wasn't
ride that.
like I wasn't even paying attention to like his face.
Do
or
they have
anything like that.
a ripstick snowboard? I could probably do that.
I mean, that's basically what snowboarding is.
100
Is it's riding
people.
a ripstick? Yeah, dude, it was
crazy.
it was terrifying. And then we get to the bottom, and I was like, bro, I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, he's
That's
done
crazy.
really well.
And then I took a picture of him. It's on my phone. Eric was like, dude, Zeb Powell's right over there. So, I mean, like, I text my buddy who's also into snowboarding. I was like, bro, I just snowboarded with Zeb Powell. He's like, bruh. I was like, I'm being dead serious. He goes, picture it didn't happen. So I took a picture of it, sent it to him. He goes, You might not be lying. And I was like, what do you mean I might not be lying? I'm taking a picture of him right now. He's 30 feet from me. Yeah, it was
cool.
It was wild.
It's very cool.
Yeah. He's young. He's born in
25.
2025. I guess he's not that much younger than me.
He was born in 2025.
Stop.
That's what you said. That's literally what you said.
No. I know.
He's 25.
I said 2000, and I was all.
I know, and then you said 25.
I guess you're right.
I understand
You're right,
what you
yeah.
said. I don't understand the mistake.
But since he's competed,
he's the baby.
he's been in top 5 every time.
He's the first. Now let's be honest. Snowboarding, white man's game.
No.
First black guy to win gold.
Like Olympic swimming.
First black guy to win gold. I don't think he's the youngest.
It's
The youngest.
It's the frozen water that he's good at.
I think.
Yes. We're emerging as a new.
Let's melt that water.
I think.
I gotta get out.
I think the youngest.
I'm head out.
I think the youngest is Shaun White. Youngest guy to win gold is Shaun White, but he's
A bunch of racists are heckling him.
Well,
A
that
hose out there, like spraying the snow.
he would have been 20.
I think Shaun White was like 19 or something.
Did we ever talk about? I guess we did. I'm still amazed at Max Verstappen. He started racing F1 at like 16.
Yeah, when I
Sorry.
was 16,
Let's
I
not ruin
was,
the mood.
I'm not trying to. I just
when I was 16 or 20, I was not winning gold.
No.
No.
Not in anything
I
that
spelled
mattered.
Sean wrong. I'm stupid.
Is it SHAUN or SHAWN?
AUN.
There's like 7 ways to spell
I never ever. Yeah, SEAN.
You say like Stephen
what
A. Smith.
scene.
Sean.
The first time I saw that, I was like, "Who is Scene?"
Sean.
I was like 7. I was like, Scene. They were like, "It's Sean," and I told them, "No, it's not."
How old was he his first gold?
Let's see. Career.
Speaking of pronouncing names,
Pronouncing?
pronouncing.
I'm going to tell the story about Terrence Calvin preaching.
Um.
I was talking with Andrew. We were talking about books of the
Why
Bible.
won't they just tell me?
And the book Joel
Joel.
is technically Joel. And Andrew goes, if you ever preach out of Joel and you say open your book to Joel, he's like, I'm gonna close my Bible. And I said, if you think that one's bad, I was like, I heard one that's wild. And he goes, okay, go. I said, I was listening to this Middle Eastern guy. He was debating with Muslims.
19.
19. So yeah. So he goes,
Pretty impressive.
he goes, they were talking about the Trinity, and the Muslim guy was like, said he didn't believe the Trinity, obviously. So he goes, over in the book, he's talking about the Old Testament. He says, over in the book Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah. And I was like, oh. And then I went, oh, he's probably right. I was like, oh.
I always heard Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
Just
Nehemiah?
Just a little guy, Nehemiah.
Nehemiah?
His name was really Maya, but
Nehemiah.
it's just Nehi.
Nehemiah. And I
That's
was like,
amazing. Nehemiah. I like that.
so I said, I'm going to say that next time I preach. I'm going to go open your Bibles to
Yeah, you would have
Nehemiah.
got me. I was like, Nahum?
What's something that like you thought was pronounced one way like for most of your life and
Nehemiah.
you realized was not
Since
correctly?
watching The House of David, Michael is not Michael, apparently.
Is it
Say what?
Mihail.
Yeah.
Mikhail?
It's like Mihail.
We
Mihail?
went to Sight and Sound and they said it different. And I was like,
Yeah, The House of David, they're saying Mihail.
What's House of David?
Is
Is that
it's a
the
new
new
show.
show that's just
Yeah.
coming out?
it's
I didn't know it was out already.
It's wonderful.
it is out.
What's it on?
Prime.
Mm-hmm.
It's good? What is it?
Mia,
Is it,
come here.
is it a cartoon? Is it
No,
a...
it's-
No, it's live action.
Mia, come here.
Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I think...
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a couple.
about-
There's like everyone gets creative with certain things. Like
yeah.
but there's like one thing like when he goes to kill Goliath, he gets nicked by the spear that Goliath throws, and he's like on the ground,
Yeah.
and so that's weird. But everything else is pretty amazing. Like Samuel like hews Agag into pieces.
Yeah.
Like there's some
dude,
Yeah.
there's some pretty
that's
pretty
like the
good
most
like
boss.
I
Like,
know.
there's some really good action though, like really good.
I'm gonna look into that.
cool.
It's on Prime.
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 It's really cool.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look into that.
So what's
for
a word?
sure.
What's a word that you had pronounced
Is that-
one way your whole life? and it
Nehemiah, but it's apparently Nehemiah. That's one.
Is that
Yeah.
is that seriously your answer?
Mia, come
Dude,
here.
if you don't think for the rest of my life I'm gonna say Nehemiah,
Nehemiah? I'm never saying that.
that's how it is, bro.
I'm gonna say it
That's
to
his name.
myself, but I won't say it to other people
That's
because
his name.
I have a hard enough time convincing people that I'm not.
She's fine.
Okay.
I thought he was asleep, and I thought Mia was scratching at the door. but
So Nehemiah, bro.
Nehemiah?
Yeah, that's the way it is. Also, growing up, I always said Habakkuk.
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 I think that's the way I was taught was Habakkuk.
Yeah.
Habakkuk.
It's Habakkuk.
Yeah, I always said Habakkuk, but a lot of people do say Habakkuk.
Habakkuk. That's what I was taught when I was a kid, and then I got older, and I was
No,
like,
Habakkuk.
"Ugh."
Habakkuk is what I.
Yeah.
Habakkuk is what I always.
Yeah.
For me, it's faux, like fake, FAUX. I thought it was fox till I was like 18.
Yeah. That makes sense though. Like,
Yeah, I never would have thought it was like
Foey?
my mom corrected me, and I was like, "What?"
Fox?
She's like FAUX, mean like fake, like a faux
but like
Faux.
fake. Yeah.
thing.
But that makes sense though. Like
Yeah.
that's how it's spelled.
There's another one that was really bad that I'm like, oh my gosh, but I can't remember what it was.
A friend of mine, I will not say his name. He
Air Tweed.
nope.
Mm.
He
all I
he
got.
would call memes
I've heard,
and
Wait.
that is
didn't we talk about the other one on here before?
GIF.
Yes.
oh bro, if you say GIF, I can't be your friend.
I was just saying that. You said that
So-
before. You're still my friend.
And I stand on
You're
10
still my
toes.
friend.
No, we're just co-hosts.
We're co
That's all we are.
Come think of it.
We're,
Yeah, you think we're friends?
yeah, we're
That
just,
ship has sailed.
yeah, he called it
A
memes.
little jiffy.
So.
And then, well, a thing that Eric Tweed once said, he was talking about we were talking about Wawa food, and he was like, "You know what's really good at Wawa?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "The panennis."
The panini.
I said, "The what?" And when I went, "The what?" He knew he said it wrong and would not say it again.
When he saw it, it was a new word for him, and he was like,
He was
"This
like,
must be how
bro,
they
he's
say
like,
it."
"You know what's really good at Wawa? The panennis." And I went, "I'm sorry, the what?" And he goes, he immediately, as soon as I said it, you could see his face. He just went, "I'm not saying that again."
It's a good thing.
Such an unfortunate name, though.
Hey,
Panini.
David, can you imagine what if they didn't have what if you didn't have to order the kiosk, you had to talk to a person? Like,
Can I get a panini? A what?
Can I get a panini? What?
And they just gave
Apples
up on
and
like trying.
pananis.
You know, they're too lazy to tell him otherwise. They're like, all right, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. He
They just
said,
look at him
he
like,
said,
"Ugh."
dude, we laughed so hard about that. And he was just like, whatever.
And then but then okay, just picture this, right?
That's very funny.
He's ordering a what did he say?
Panini.
Panini. He orders a panini for like every day for like a year. Someone tells him he said it wrong. He feels stupid. Then he goes back for orders from the same person a panini, and they're like,
Someone told you.
someone told you.
Someone told you. Yeah.
You know, something you said a couple years ago. We're working on our third year. Very close to it.
We are.
That's kind of wild.
In like a month.
Yeah.
But you said resting on my laurels, and I made fun of you. Remember?
Laurels.
Laurels.
Laurels, what's the real word?
That's right.
It is
Laurels.
right.
Laurels is a word, yeah.
So you made me second guess because you just made me second guess myself
No,
again.
but you had said
just
that.
now.
We
I,
searched it, and it's a real phrase.
Yeah,
but
we
I've
did. I
heard it
remember
multiple
that.
times since then.
I have not.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
Ben
forgotten about it
Shapiro
right now.
says it quite often, and other people have said
He
it.
does.
Laurels.
Right. I just don't think about it.
Yeah. Listen, folks. Resting on your laurels.
He's
You would have bullied Ben Shapiro if you went to school with him, right?
Huh?
Like Ben Shapiro.
Huh?
If you went to school with Ben Shapiro, you'd been like, that's a nerd.
I
Make
would've-
fun of that
would
kid.
Probably beat him up.
Yeah.
Little Jew.
it's funny. He I really.
I wasn't ready.
I was thinking that something like that, but I didn't say it. So, anyway, yeah, he definitely gets pretty. I really like Ben Shapiro, and then sometimes he's like, let's just give all our money to Israel. Like, why?
I know.
Let's just do that right
That's
now.
So funny.
Like,
One thing I like about Ben Shapiro is he never is backing the regime or the Republican platform blindly.
Yeah.
Like he always says what he actually thinks and what he doesn't agree with.
Yeah, like he's
And I think that's helpful.
no,
because
he's
it's not
very
like-
consistent.
Yeah,
because there is such
yeah,
a thing as
that's
like
it, that's
he's
it.
very consistent, and that's
There's
why I like
so
him
much
so
stuff
much.
I don't even agree with him on,
Yeah,
but he is very consistent.
which
also-
is appreciative. So he's not just blindly following somebody that's just like who's
A lot
super
of the
popular,
guys
whatever.
who were just social media influencers,
Yeah, okay,
who were like
remember
Graham
when-
Allen
yes.
and those guys, great. But they will blindly, even Charlie Kirk to an extent,
yeah.
he will blindly follow Trump and make everything all positive.
Yeah, if you
Everything-
can,
Ben Shapiro's like,
If you
these
can
tariffs could
criticize-
throw us
Or
into
even
a depression.
okay, so like, and people just forget the stuff like the last election. At least as far as like, and people don't like when you say this, but this is factually accurate. The last time Trump was president, which he had a lot of, it was hard for him to get anything done. But more gun control legislation was passed during his last presidency than when Obama was president for 8 years.
right.
So like,
It was basically stuff to appease the left, saying,
Yeah.
we'll do this if we keep
Yeah.
all of these.
yeah, which whatever I get it, but like still
But when
like
you can criticize your own party, that's when it's
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
helps.
I'm
It helps
one-
get out of political
I'm 100%
identity.
for it.
Yeah, and no one is like 100% perfect. It's not bad to say like, well, I didn't like that they did this thing. It's not like you're not like, oh, I hate them because they didn't do everything. Like it's not like a single party,
No, I
like
know.
a single issue thing.
What's
It's-
hilarious.
They also, the Daily Wire, say what you want, but it would be tough to actually stand up to, like, they've never referred to anyone as they, them. With the
Yeah.
preferred pronouns. They make the movie What is a Woman?
Yeah,
They made the movie Am I Racist?
that was
Like, I feel like them doing that knocks down, like, it makes it less.
Did you watch it? Am I racist?
Yeah, it makes
It's really
it
good.
less powerful. Like you can make more jokes about any race without getting offended. Like because they knock the door down, sort of like, let's be real,
Yeah.
guys. Come on,
Right.
let's stop taking yourself so seriously. And now they're like, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. The Derek Chauvin.
I mean, jokes are coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
People
I'm
are
saying,
like
but
making
like,
jokes again.
It's
right,
good, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And like they made the movie Am I Racist? I feel like if we made that 5 years ago, they would have been like,
yeah.
but they made it and then
Yep.
just shot it out there.
2008 Xbox Live is coming back.
Right.
We should maybe.
But
we
even
shouldn't go
like
that far.
the chance of trying to, like, they're doing this whole thing on freeing Derek Chauvin.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not a fight I would fight, honestly.
yeah.
But he believes in, so
Well,
he's
even-
doing it. And
well,
there's a
and
question-
so here's the issue. So I agree with. Do I think it's like the most important
I agree
thing? Yeah.
with everything he says.
Yeah.
I don't think he was guilty of murder.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm like, there are such bigger fish to fry
Yeah,
because you're not going to win that.
It's
Trump's not
it-
going to pardon him.
No, he's not going to pardon him. But I think what his point is that if someone was wrongly
Yeah, I
imprisoned,
totally
something
agree.
should be done about it.
I
so
totally agree. But
it's not
it's
like
like,
that. It's not like the biggest thing in the world right now. But he's just
Yeah, he's bringing light to it, and he was
Yeah.
just on Stephen A. Smith's show talking about it, so it is getting attention.
yeah.
Oh, what was it? Harry sent us that article. Elon Musk is firing all them people in DC. So
Yeah.
the median house cost dropped by $380,000
You serious?
because
I didn't know
all the everybody that works in DC is like selling their house because they're getting
Yeah.
fired. So they're selling their houses.
So a lot of houses are up.
So the housing market, there's so many houses available in like the DC area that the median
Right.
house cost dropped by
Wow.
$380,000.
I have something.
I was
to
like, this
add
meant
to
like
this.
the house. I was like, yo, the housing market is changing.
So
I didn't see that. That's
300.
awesome.
Yeah. Harry sent it to us like a couple weeks
Harry
ago.
is still
Yeah.
a big contributor.
he
We
is.
need to pray for his mom. And
Yeah.
By the way, so
Yeah, if you're listening,
I forgot to say all this, but Harrison's mom, Miss Heather, she's been on the podcast. She created our logo.
she's awesome.
She
She's great.
designed our shirts, everything. She has terminal brain cancer, and she is in hospice care right now. This literally happened like 2 weeks ago. Like, it's crazy.
It happened fast.
Very, very
Boom,
fast.
like boom, 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 tumor, and then they found her in unresponsive in her house, and then she went to University of Penn, and she was there for 2 weeks, and they diagnosed her with brain cancer. So I've been up there. I'm actually going up Friday again, but she is out of the hospital. They have a shunt in which it drains her head, the fluid from her brain into her stomach or whatever. So she might have a couple weeks or months, but
Not long
Lord,
at all.
if the Lord doesn't step in and change the whole thing, then she will go on to be the Lord soon. So, not to make a complete. I just totally forgot to announce that on the podcast. But pray for Harrison. Pray for Miss Heather that she's not in pain, and Harrison's making all the big boy decisions because he's the only one in the family. Like
Wow.
she has brothers and aunts or whatever.
Yeah.
He's the first next of kin. He's the
Right.
It's just him. One
That's
kid.
a lot of responsibility and pressure.
25.
Yeah.
Especially when you live
He lives
No,
6 hours
he
away.
has
6 hours away.
He's 26 or 27. He's older than me.
Oh, you're right.
I'm 26, so
Yeah. I guess he's
Still.
27. Yeah. No, I'm 29.
well,
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
he's a couple months older than me, so it's not. Maybe it's not there. Anyway,
Pray for that.
So
I feel bad, but the last episode we did was like 3 weeks ago, so I wasn't even.
yeah,
I think I just heard it just happened when
like
when,
right at yeah.
Yeah.
don't feel
Last
as
time
bad.
we recorded was when you told me.
Yes,
So
that night.
yeah. So yeah, that's rough. Nikki's been because Nikki loves Miss Heather.
Miss Heather was awesome. Is
Nick-
awesome.
Miss Heather is genuinely. Nikki's met Miss Heather. She's known her 2 years, and she's met her a handful of times, and she's
Okay.
one of.
Huh?
She's one
Have
one
to
of
do the Lord's work
Oh.
in there.
Okay.
she's one of Nikki's favorite people. So yeah.
Yeah. Pray for that. Not to throw a wrench. That was kind of a abrupt.
Yeah, but Harry has he's
Main contributor.
yeah. Now here's the issue with what Harry contributes, and part of me wants to text Harry and tell him, but the other part of me says it's really not that big of a deal. Harry sends us news articles from websites that I need a subscription to read the whole article. Sorry, Harry. I'm not going to subscribe to Business Insider so I can read the second half of the article you just sent me. I'm just going to go, okay.
Yeah, it's funny. He sent this. You see the fat camp? He sent us the fat camp thing. It says, crane to lower the fatties in.
What?
I don't think it's connected to the board. Hold up. So it is connected. This is from Harrison. Let's go back one more time. Here we go. Oh, it's just a song, so it doesn't matter. It has just an empowerment crane to lower the fat people in. It has RFK, Fat Camp, Stairmasters, Pond for washing, wall with human-sized openings. And they
Do
can-
what? Let me see.
I have to keep logging out. But
Is this what he sent?
yeah,
I haven't looked at it yet.
It has. It's just a diagram. Crane to lower the fat people in.
Oh, so
Pool
it's
of
like it's
drinking
a
water.
picture.
That's it. Pool of drinking
It's
water.
a picture of like
And it
a.
says Stairmasters, and then wall with human-sized openings so they can get out. When
So you
they
have to
log-
lose weight in order to leave. It's like a wall, and they drop the overweight people in, and they have to
On
lose
for
weight.
drink.
And when they lose enough weight,
It's
they
a
can.
crane for the fatties.
That's so funny.
It says, Harrison said, the top comment is, and it's humane because they can leave at any time.
That's what we should do.
And it's humane because they can leave at any time.
Dude.
They can see out, but they can't fit out.
That makes them free range.
Free range fatties.
Free range fatties.
And then Dustin put this in the white.
The snowboard.
What a heifer. I guess he was talking about the snowboard. Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, I mean, look at that. Isn't that enormous? I sent it
Yeah,
in here because
Ride-
I wasn't sure if you
Ride
could, like,
makes
plop it
the
up on the
ugliest snowboards too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're. I don't know if I think it's their goal is to make ugly snowboards.
Why'd you call us all, Dustin?
He did a
I
video
don't remember-
call. He did a video call the other day.
I
and
don't
was
remember
when
the
I answered.
initial reason, and then me and David just started talking. 'Cause I knew he would answer. I figured no one else would, but
It was
I did.
weird. I didn't know what was going on. It was weird. Like,
Did you guys? I know Harrison said it because he saw it, but did you guys see the Chipotle or the new payment plan for DoorDash?
Yes,
that's
yes,
the article
yes.
that I couldn't read the second half to because I'm not subscribed.
I didn't see it in there, but I know they were. Matt Walsh was talking about it. Ben Shapiro were talking about it. Dave Ramsey, like it's insane.
Burrito. If you do the math, a $20 DoorDash
Yeah, it
fee
ends
will
up-
cost you $70.
Yes, it's insane.
By the time it's paid off,
You're,
it should
like,
be illegal.
you financing a burrito.
Yeah, but people
That's where we're at. Like you're
people will drop so
Do
much
you guys
money
use
to be
DoorDash
lazy.
ever?
Yes.
Not often. We
So my mom gave us a gift card for our anniversary. I got my wife. I will get my wife gift cards randomly.
Mhm.
But because with the baby, sometimes it's nice for her to she'll order breakfast or whatever,
Mhm.
like a bagel or whatever from
Mhm.
Dunkin'. But it is the most like waste of money.
Yeah.
It's convenient, but you anything you order, even if you spend $100 on a
Chick-fil-A is
on a DoorDash gift
ridiculous.
card, you can really only use it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is ridiculous.
It's like if you order, it's gonna be the price of the food. So like Matt Walsh was just talking about a sandwich
talking
from
about the
Panera,
sandwich
it's
from Panera,
$8.
Yeah. I was going to
And
say the same
The
thing.
dollar on DoorDash it's $18
Yeah.
just for the sandwich, and then fees, whatever tip, and then you end up spending $25 or $26 just for the sandwich that
So
was $8.
Here's
Yeah.
And it's just not to me. I'm like, I
So
couldn't
here's
enjoy
what
that sandwich.
Here's what happened, and it's the same issue that happens with all of these types of jobs, right? When COVID hit, nobody was allowed to leave their house or whatever. DoorDash opens up, and it's a game changer because nobody's like restaurants aren't open.
so expensive.
Well, when it first started, it wasn't expensive. It was almost it was a little more expensive than the food you ordered.
Honestly, if it was like delivery, like I know Domino's, if
Right.
I order a pizza, it's going to be the price of the pizza.
Right.
And then you tip $3 or $4 or $5, and that makes it doable, I feel like. But DoorDash,
So-
on the website, you go through the website, everything's jacked up.
Here's what happened. When it first started, it wasn't that expensive because it was almost a necessity. Like restaurants weren't open. If you wanted
Right.
food, they had to bring it to your house.
Yeah.
Then after the lockdown and society was like reopening, DoorDash was like, okay, now there's less of a demand for DoorDash, but at the same time, well, I wouldn't say less of a demand because people at that point just got used to being lazy about it. So what ended up happening is the people who were working at DoorDash were like, oh, it's no longer pocket cash.
This is a cash cow. pun
This is
intended.
this is going to be like my job.
Mhm.
So then it turned into, well, now there's all these extra fees. And now like it got to the point where DoorDashers were like
Let's look this up.
being ignorant and like absurd if you weren't tipping like 40%. Like there's these videos of people who are like bringing food to the house and it's like, bro, you only gave me $6 as a tip.
Yeah.
Like that's like,
And so now it's all figured in.
yeah. And then, but it's all figured in, but then they also
Tip.
still expect you to tip.
Before
It's just-
it's delivered.
Yeah, so what ended up happening is it's the same thing that happens with a lot of like low level jobs is people were like, oh,
I
I'm
want
going to make
$30 an hour to
a
work at McDonald's.
I'm going to make a living off of this.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you're just taking fries to somebody's house. Chill.
I know.
Yeah.
It just makes
And
me
then
sick
people
every
get
time.
mad, like when you don't say something like that is an essential service, or like, but you're using it. Like, it doesn't make it essential. It's a convenience for me.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Yeah, I'm
like,
using it because I'm in a position to use it.
Yeah.
back when the whole like the you can only go to work if you're essential or whatever, and then talking about like there was someone I was friends with on Facebook, and they were like way like in like left field and that kind of stuff, and they worked at Walmart, and they were talking about how like that what they did was skilled labor, or would like they were trying to make an argument saying that like people would be like, you don't make much money there because it's not like a skilled labor job, you don't learn a trade, and then like they went on this rant about how it was skilled because you had to know how to stock things on the shelf. Like that's not skill. I mean, if a 12-year-old can do it, it's not very skillful.
Yep.
Anyway, I just wanted to say the DoorDash drivers, according to the internet, which never lies, make between $15 and $25 an hour in the average out tips. But top performing drivers have potentially earn about $1,000 a week.
$1,000 a week
Which is crazy. I mean, that's like
52
to
grand
take
a year.
chicken
that's
nuggets
like
somewhere.
$30 to $35
a
an
lot
hour.
of miles on your car.
Yeah. So like, and here's
And
someone.
you have to have a certain type car.
Here's
That-
a
that's Uber.
DoorDash
That's Uber.
driver that made $941.22 in 1 week.
Yeah, that's
So I mean, I don't know what it'd be around here. It's probably not that, but still,
typically
like
typically we don't-
$25 an hour that's crazy.
Now I've said it before. I have a
Find the spots and know how to pick the
Yeah.
right things. Double
I have
up
a
your
mental
miles.
block where
Mhm.
if I get home, if I get changed, like into shorts or whatever, I'm done for the night.
Yeah.
You couldn't do a house fire wouldn't get me out. of the house. I'm not leaving.
He's just sitting on his couch, torched. Just
It's just not happening, bro. Like this is it. This is how it ends. Listen,
That's it.
and I
Like
was talking about
Pompeii.
I was talking about it with Meredith because Meredith was like at like she said something like 5 o'clock or something like that. She was like, I'm done. I'm not doing nothing with nobody after 5 o'clock.
Well, Miss,
I'm
listen,
going.
I
I'm
feel
home.
like
No.
This was at Revival.
It might
Was
have been.
Because
Well,
I feel like I heard.
yeah, it
the
was
same
like a
thing.
group conversation we were having,
Yeah.
and I said, mine isn't a specific time. Mine
It's the
is when I
clothing.
get changed.
Mhm.
When I get changed, it doesn't matter.
Mid change and you get a call.
So here's the thing. The issue with that is that could be 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
Yeah.
or it could be 9 o'clock at night. If you call, dude, if I get changed at 3:30 and you call me at 5 asking me if I want to get dinner, nah, sorry,
No.
bro, it's not happening. But
That's
if
yeah.
I didn't get changed and you call me at 8:30 and you're like, hey, we're gonna go play basketball, you want to come? All right,
Yeah.
let's go play some
I
basketball.
totally relate to that.
So that's kind of my thing. So and I'm bringing that back to DoorDash. There have been the only time we DoorDash when Nikki and I DoorDash is when I'm home and she goes, I'm hungry. She's like, she'll be like, you know what I'm in the mood for? I'm kind of in the mood for like Wendy's nuggets and a Frosty or something like that.
Right.
And I'm like,
I like
well,
Wendy's. I never go to Wendy's.
It's
I'm like-
definitely something that you.
I'm
could,
not leaving the house. So you can either go pick it up.
It's a luxury
or-
that you can afford.
Yeah.
It's just like no. Me and my wife have DoorDashed a couple times. Like, I'm just gonna put this.
My
here.
guy, I was about to say my guy.
Yeah.
He's like, so yeah.
I have my Blizzard that I got yesterday.
Real quick, my
That
spot is my spot on the couch. As soon as I sit there, so I have to be careful not to sit there when I'm in my work clothes. Because if I sit there in my work clothes, I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep in these. I'm not getting up. This is
Dude, I used to be the same way. I've never fallen asleep on this couch in this house here all night. But in my when I was at home, all the time, I'd be like,
Yep.
I'm laying down.
Oh, see, my thing is if I get home from work,
I can't get the
if
spoon out of this.
I have stuff I need to do around the house,
Mhm.
I can't get changed. Like I can't take a shower and get changed
Yeah.
because then I'll go, nope, done for the day. I'm not doing it.
I
Yeah.
very often will come home and don't change
Mhm.
until I go to bed.
Yeah.
I'll just be down here. But
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
I do the same thing.
you guys are gonna figure this out. When I get home with this 2-year-old, I am quite literally on the clock until from when I get home till he just went to bed
9:30.
about 9:30, 9:40. It is game
Yeah.
on until then. Even then, he's like wired until he goes up, and then
Oh,
she
yeah.
has to change him, bath,
Yeah.
read a book, and then he kind of winds down. But it is like he literally pulls me off the gun, and goes da da da
Yeah.
da, ball ball.
That's
ball.
what Kenzie has to do that to me.
It's like it's like so I don't even get changed. I just like, all right, I get home, like, you want to go outside? I get on, like, I've been putting him in his truck and his remote control thing. He just sits there and we drive around the community, go for a walk, go outside, play on the, it's a lot. It's a lot. We have another one coming. So I don't mean to, when you get, you're never getting changed into your chill clothes again. once you have
Yeah,
kids.
dude. That's well, like I said, that's the cutoff, bro. If I get changed
Yeah.
my chill clothes, if my
Sorry,
kid,
son.
dude, a kid's like dad, I'm like, nope, I'm in my PJs.
Gonna have to figure out how to incorporate that into
Would
my
you-
spot on the couch.
Put yourself to bed, you 6-month-old.
Dude, it's like I could be totally fully awake, like I just woke up. If I sit in that spot on the couch, I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. This is it. I'm done.
Today,
I can't watch
I
it.
got
I'm
home-
useless. I'm like,
I got home from
"Ah."
work. Kason, I took him outside to play. It was a little cold. I said, you want to go outside and watch Air Bud? He goes, ooh, puppy. So I bring him in here. I sit on the couch. I lay down. I put Air Bud on. I lay here. I sit him on my chest and I fall asleep and he's on my chest just watching Airbud sitting on me.
That's a dream.
And then I fell asleep and he looks at me. He doesn't like it when I fall asleep or when I'm unengaged or I'm laying on the floor. He wants me to be up or sitting up shooting, like playing with him. And he smacks me in the face. And goes, ooh, dada, up. I'm like, oh, yeah. All right, I'm up now. Handprint on my face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just like he's sitting on my chest. I'm sleeping. Anyways, I only have one child, but it's gonna be fun having two boys. It's happening soon.
Well, eventually they'll keep each other busy.
Yes, that's true.
Calm down, it's fine. Take it step by step. We're sitting on the couch, laughing at the missteps. Cam, David, and Dustin guiding our ride. Embrace the absurd, let the good vibes collide.